Okay, thank you. And my name is Terry Underwood, and I am the chair of the Northborough Cultural Council. And I would like to welcome you this evening to what has been a year in the making. It's our grantee reception. So I would first like to introduce our members. That would be Selvi Oyola, who is a member, and Bick Wynn, who is our secretary, Suzanne Cox, a member, Craig Cox, a treasurer, Lori Pandit, and Leslie Shore. So please at any time feel free to reach out to anybody. This is part of your community and join us. It's really a lot of fun. But if I could just talk for a moment about why we're here tonight, and first say that if you're in our in the audience, thank you so much for coming. And I would like to ask you if you could please mute yourself in case there's any background events happening. And this is not a meeting. This is a celebration. It's a reception. So there is no agenda. It's open to the public and also going out on YouTube. And is being recorded on Northborough Cable Access TV and will be available for viewing later. I would like to welcome our distinguished guests, Senator Jamie Eldridge, Representative Representative Danielle Gregoire, and our select board member, Julianne Hirsch. Thank you again for coming. This is really wonderful. Art is diverse and it means so many things to so many different people, and it's left up for interpretation. It's personal, it's therapeutic, it's an experience, it can be inspiring, it connects us, and it can be functional. It connects us. I would also like to say that it can help us solve problems, and art can give us messages of love and loss, regret, joy. And this week, I even heard a report on the BBC who spoke about something that had happened where they were trying to reach prisoners, soldiers, and they created a song with Morse code in it to give them hope and to let them know that they would be rescued. So functional art. There's lots of information out there on how art can help us. Maybe during COVID, there are jobs out there. It impacts our economy, and the numbers are staggering. But because we have also one other distinguished guest in our midst, Mr. Louis Cotu from the Mass Cultural Council, I'm going to leave those facts up to him. But he does have a bigger view, bigger picture of that. And so at this point, I guess I would like to see if our distinguished select board member, Julianne Hirsch, if she would like to talk to us and give us some inspiration. Julianne?
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Terry. You know, I think we're on the same wavelength because the theme of my little speech is somewhat the same about the very many things that art and culture, how it affects our lives. But first, welcome. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate the opportunity to say a few words. And so I'd like to begin with a little story and tell you about something that happened to me last year. During the height of the pandemic last spring, I spent a lot of time outdoors, as a lot of people did. And one day I found a stone painted with a pretty flower on it in my front yard. It wasn't very big, but perfectly placed on a piece of ledge, right in a nook where the ledge forms a little shelf. I'm sure you remember those days of empty streets, not going anywhere, a feeling of everything suspended and different. So you can imagine how special it was to see this human gesture. I still have no idea who left the stone, but it's still there looking rather happy, I must say. It's hard to take a break from talking about the pandemic, even on a special night like this. But as I thought about meeting virtually because of a virus, I couldn't help but think about how we included art, creativity, and technology into our lives because of it. Look at my backdrop. We're all becoming adept at Zoom meetings, and now they can be even more fun with different backgrounds. Sadly, this is not my backyard, but thank you to whoever created Zoom, and thanks to Monet and his gardens. Masks became another canvas for artwork. People expressed themselves with different prints and artwork as we protected each other from the virus. It was interesting to see how cooking and gardening became new hobbies and pastimes. And who has not enjoyed a good movie now and then during our time of having to be at home? I know that many series and movies helped me and my family through some dark days of being homebound. So I have had the honor of giving these opening remarks before, and every time I'm asked to say a few words for the Cultural Council, my mind goes to how much I admire and I am in awe of artists and inventive people. This year, as I thought about what makes people so creative, I also thought about science, technology, and medicine, because they have become so integral to our lives of late. Creativity is found not just in the arts, but in everyday aspects of our lives. Technology, engineering, educating, science, and medicine. But what I want to comment on tonight is that the arts have to be recognized for more than the beauty and enjoyment they give us. It's the creative thinking that blending the arts with all aspects of our lives can produce. Coincidentally, just a few days ago, I heard Michael Bobbitt, the executive director for the Mass Cultural Council, speaking on NPR. He summed up this message perfectly. He said, artists are experts at creativity. I had to pull over to the side of the road to write that one down because how true it is. So tonight, as we celebrate the grantees and your accomplishments, let's remember the contributions that art and culture make in our lives. Tonight is about you and your hard work and your talents. Thank you for sharing your projects with us, and we're looking forward to enjoying these in the coming months. I also want to give a really big thank you to the Cultural Council for making tonight possible. Your dedication to the arts is immeasurable, and the hard work you put into bringing art to Northborough is much appreciated. As Terry likes to say, the arts are very much alive in Northborough, despite the pandemic. So to conclude, let me just tell you that the little stone gift with the painted flower on it is still sitting in the ledge in my front yard. It has been there for a year. No one has moved it, but I'm sure it brings a smile to people who walk by. I still don't know who put it there, but if you're out there tonight, thank you. So now I would like to introduce a short video capturing some of the wonderful memories and moments of the Northborough Cultural Council. Thanks, everyone.
You say you can't stand to feel this way.
I graduated in 71 from Algonquin on Bartlett Street.
That I am who I am now, it is what it is, I'm so far ahead. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey.
This is a little song about community. It's really just a very simple thing. A community's a group of individuals who have a common song to sing. It takes all kinds of voices. Some can reach the high notes. Other voices sing the notes down low. We keep the rhythm with our feet. walking forward to the beat. Participation is the key that makes it go.
Everything will bring a change. Ah, in the morning when I rise.
Wow, that was really nice. I hope this is art, so I hope it's something in there that was able to reach you, that you could just think about other things and relax and enjoy or be inspired by. So thank you so much, Select Woman Julianne Hirsch. That was really wonderful. Thank you. And I would next like to invite Senator Jamie Eldridge, if he would like to make a few comments.
Great. Thank you so much, Terry. Good evening, everyone, to the Northborough Cultural Council. Great to be here, Representative Danielle Gregoire. And on the Senate side, since Northborough has two senators, just want to give greetings also from Senator Harley Chandler. And similar to what Julianne Hirsch said, really just want to congratulate all the awardees to the Northborough Cultural Council grants, over $8,000 this year. And just looking at the list of awardees, artists, musicians, storytellers, concert performers, really, really impressive. And I think one of the things that's really impressed me about the Northborough Cultural Council over the past few years is really how much the awardees reflect the increasing diversity of Northborough. And it's so great to see. And just the diversity in Northborough, which really has grown, is adding so much sort of cultural richness, including around the arts and culture and music. So congratulations to all the awardees. It was great to see that video and musical presentation. And I look forward to being hopefully in person next year. I'm feeling good about that. And to Terry, to Selby and all the other members of the board of the Northborough Cultural Council. Thank you so much for all the hard work you put into awarding these grants and making those decisions, and always happy to champion at the state level the line item for the Mass Cultural Council, which I have done again this year in my meeting with the Senate Ways and Means chair. So thanks so much, and great to be here. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you so much, Senator Eldridge. We are very appreciative of your support, and from the whole community as well. At this point, I would like to welcome Representative Danielle Gregoire, if she would like to add anything. We are very grateful for your presence.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I too am greatly appreciative of the work of the Northborough Cultural Council. As you may be able to see from behind me, the art form that moves me the most is music. And so I appreciated that video, and it really did bring, sort of a light to my day. So I'm grateful for the folks in the Cultural Council and all the work that you do and all the work that you've done over the last year to keep arts in our community at the forefront. I know I also looked forward to every month one of last year's grant recipients. Stephen Lewis sent us his collection of posters every month that was to be displayed in libraries across the Commonwealth. So I was grateful for that. I do also want to acknowledge that my colleague in the House, Representative Meg Kilcoyne, has joined us as well. So she and I, we're about to move into the House budget process, and we'll continue to vocally support the Mass Cultural Council's line item. And much like Senator Eldridge, I look forward to this event next year, and not only to this event, but also to hopefully some of the opportunities that will unfold through the rest of this year for us to be together and for us to celebrate all the achievements that you've made and all of the things that you've done for individuals across Northborough to help us get through the pandemic. So I really appreciate the opportunity to be here, but I definitely am looking forward to next year. And I'm so glad that as we sit here tonight, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you very much, and congratulations to all the award recipients. And again, thank you so much for everything that you've done to bring light to us during this rather dark time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Representative Gregoire. It's really wonderful. Again, I want to say this, to have all of our community and our representatives to join us here tonight, so that all of the artists can see that the support comes from the top down, and that is so important. And thank you for joining us, Representative Kilcoyne. Would you like to say anything? I know I'm putting you on the spot. It's not a requirement, but if you would like to say something and join in with our community, because it's the arts that has brought us here tonight.
Terry, thank you so much. I just, I'll keep it very brief. I think Senator Eldridge and Representative Gregoire covered, a lot of the reason why we're here tonight. But I think we all know that supporting the arts, it enriches our community in ways that are just, you cannot put a value on it. It's so important, and it's so important that we make sure that even in difficult economic times like we've experienced this past year, that we don't lose sight of how much we need to make sure that we continue to support those that are enriching our community in this way. So I just want to thank the Northborough Cultural Council for all the work they're doing, and a huge congratulations to the awardees tonight. It's really an incredible achievement. And as a first-year representative, I'm really happy that I get to experience this ceremony, even though it's virtual. And I'm really excited to come back, hopefully in person, and see everybody, and just be able to offer my congratulations then. But until then, I'm just really grateful to be here. And once again, congratulations to everybody being recognized this evening.
Thank you so much, Representative Kilcoyne. Always grateful to have a voice from the top and join in our celebration. And at this time, I'm wondering if our Mass Cultural Council liaison, Louis Cotu, would like to give us a few words. And yay, it's not an email, and it's not about budgets and guidance. It's about welcome, enjoy the fun, meet our artists. And what inspiring words do you have for us, Louis?
Oh, not inspiring at all. I'm super humbled to be following after such incredible public servants, and thank you all for your service, especially my friend Julianne Hirsch. I am Northborough should be totally just happy to have someone who supports the Cultural Council and arts and culture in the community as Julianne has, and I know it's not an election year or anything, so I'm comfortable saying that. But I did want to say thank you for coming. I started with the Mass Cultural Council September of 2018. I think the very first phone call I got was maybe from Selby, and then the first Cultural Council that I got to meet was Northborough's, and went to their meetings, and was very psyched to go to the festival in 2019, right? And then last year, it was literally the last thing that I went to before on March 13th or March 15th, we received the order not to come back to the office. And I think we're coming back in June. And with that, I just want to piggyback off of what Representative Gregoire said. Martin Luther King had said, "Only when it's dark enough can you see the stars." And we've hit some really dark times, and I think in Julianne's case, like the star was a wonderful painted rock in her lawn, right? Like when you come out and you see something unexpected. But I want to touch the earth to the Cultural Council, who has put aside, various feelings and symptoms of trauma, right, that we've all been dealing with this past year. They've elevated themselves into a true vision, cultural vision of a community, and to put individual stuff aside to do the work that's needed. And as Terry hinted in welcoming me, it's a lot of phone calls, it's a lot of emails, it's a lot of back and forth. And then we end up here. They put together a wonderful roster of grantees who are going to do wonderful things in Northborough. I look forward to seeing it. If the festival is going to be virtual, I look forward to attending virtually. But I'm hoping that we can all get out this upcoming summer. But yeah, I just truly, you are truly one of my favorite cultural councils and my favorite senators here. It's great to see Senator Eldridge. But yeah, I'll leave you with that. I truly appreciate being here. I'm going to hang out for the entire evening. And again, I touch the earth to the work that you do. Thank you so very much for having me here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kotu, Louis. It's always great to have you, even if it's not in person this time. Thank you for creating time in your busy schedules for this. And the idea of tonight is to be fun and to celebrate our artists. And I would also like to quickly mention, while everybody's here and just prior to all the presentations by the artists, is that one of the things that this Cultural Council is engaging in researching and hopefully will come to fruition is to have some sort of public art. So a permanent installation, something. So it's something that we could all join in, share. And so it's a brave task. And so we will see how this goes. It's too preliminary. Don't have any big announcements yet, but hopefully something to be coming down the road. And with that, I would like to start in with a presentation and help us congratulate our 2021 grantees. Very excited to finally be doing this. Our team has put a lot of thought and care and connecting with our grantees, and we are so excited to see what they are able to produce this year. So my teammate, Vic Wynn, will be reading some of the introductions here. If I can ask Vic to come on and get the party started.
Thank you, Terry. Good evening, everybody. So our first recipient tonight is Alana Sear from Northborough Public Schools with Crocodile River's virtual concert through storytelling. So they're going to focus on the culture of Africa through music and movement. Northborough Elementary students are going to participate virtually with the opportunity to hopefully engage in questions. And through this project, students will learn about different cultures, value different forms of art, music, and storytelling, and most importantly, appreciate the wonderful ways that art can be used as an expression. We are big fans of Crocodile River. We've had them on many occasions, and if you've ever had an opportunity to listen to them, they're just so much fun and very engaging. And hopefully by the time that they have their event, they can get together live with the students. Because they do a lot of interaction with different musical instruments. Next, we have Bonnie Cochran with Musical Story Time. This is an introduction to classic using familiar stories to engage children and families. So illustrations of the story of the Three Little Pigs and Beatrix Potter's The Tale of Tom Kitten will be juxtaposed with music and narration to give children a multi-sensory experience. The musicians will incorporate classical and improvised music for flute, cello, and percussion. Okay. Third, we have Brianna Carter with expressive art therapy programming at the Healing Garden, which offers a way to express emotions and experiences that are inaccessible through verbal language. The program is a low-risk mind-body approach to psychological and spiritual healing. Participants will be guided via Zoom through therapeutic art projects to increase vitality using nature and the arts to discover creativity. This is a very interesting departure for us, as it is not directly musical art or some kind of performance, but we recognize the need for this to help certain individuals, especially through these times. And, we wanted to include something extraordinary that is beneficial to our community. And so this is our first road down something a little bit experimental for us, and hopefully of great benefit for the community in general. Next, we have Catherine Weber with Art on the Trails, and she's with us tonight. So, Ms. Weber, would you like to say a few words about what your program is?
Sure, it's actually Catherine Weber, but that's okay. That's okay. Everybody says it wrong because there's only one B. Art on the Trails is in its 5th year, and I've been grateful to have the support of the Northborough Cultural Council through this all, and it's been quite an amazing adventure for us. So it started with the Southborough Open Land Foundation asking me to put art on the trails. They literally said, "Hey, Catherine, can you put some art on the trails?" So I went, because I'm a marketing professional, I went and bought the domain name artonthetrails.com. Like, that's the first thing I did. And then I went and spoke to a lot of different organizations that do similar things in Hopkinton and Harvard, Mass, and Acton. And I got some really great support and information from people who have been doing this for many years. And what I did was I created a juried exhibition. It's a year-round project for me. So I write grants in the fall. I started advertising for a call for art in March. I get a juror. So this year we're very, very excited to have Sarah Montrose, who is the senior curator at the De Cordova Museum. She reviews all the submissions and accepts a number of proposals, and then the artists install work on the trails at Beals Preserve in June. Because of COVID, we used to have an opening event, but now we have installation weekend, so that we're able to actually have people come out on the trail safely, social distancing, and see the artists installing their work instead of having an event. And the way I kind of pivoted this whole thing was, oh my gosh, we can't have an event. So I got myself a selfie stick and I went out on the trails and I interviewed, and I did live Facebook video, streaming live. And now all of those interviews are on Facebook, on our Facebook page, so that instead of that, again, the support of, how do we have an event? How do we make this work given the situation? Now we have a whole weekend instead of a 2-hour event, which actually people really like. So I create a map with a schedule, and people come out and they meet the artists. And then once that is installed, then poets come out and write poetry about the work. And we hope this year we will actually have a fall live event where we have a poetry reading. If we can't do it, we'll do what we did last year, which is we'll have a Zoom poetry reading instead. But cross your fingers, we can actually have poets standing on the trail, reading their poetry live. So we'll see what happens, but we couldn't do without you guys. And I can't even tell you how greatly I appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, we appreciate you too. So next we have Ed Harlow with Solar Jazz Festival.
Cheers.
And they use music to encourage festival goers to adopt clean energy options in their homes and communities. And that's kind of an interesting twist for a musical group. The festival stages performances by professional and student groups and uses equipment and facilities that are energy reduction in nature. So if you ever get a chance to talk to Ed and have him show you what he's doing, it's not just wonderful music that he performs for us. And then next we have Jacob Latoff for the Apple Fest Chamber Music Concert. It's going, and before I start saying what it is, Jacob is here with us tonight. So would you like to say a few words about your event? You know what? I think he left. Yes. All right. So let me.
And Vic, excuse me, but I believe Ed Harlow is with us. I see him there. I don't know if Ed wanted to have a chance to say a few words.
Later. So, yes, of course. Ed, would you like to tell us about your 2021 festival? Let's see.
And I think you're still on mute.
Let me get you
there
off.
we go.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yes.
All right. Usually we have our Solar Jazz Festival in June. This year it's going to be in August. It'll be our 6th year. Last year we went virtual, and we're really excited to do in person again this year. And we delayed it until August just to give things as much time as possible to shake out. Because of the nature of the festival, it's really we need to be outside to display the energy efficient devices and renewable energy devices like the electric cars. And we also power the stage with solar electricity and the sound system. So we're looking right now, this is a fairly firm date of August 22nd, and from 12 to 4, we're looking at having probably 3 or 4 bands this year, and having safe spaces on the lawn where people can sit together in pods. We're still figuring that part of it out, and we're really grateful to have the support of the Cultural Arts Council to help us with the expense of running this event, where people can see renewable energy in action. So we'd like to put the art in the message, so to speak. The message is the way we're powering things and the electric vehicles that are on display.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Okay, so since Jacob's not here, let me tell you about the Chamber Music Concert that he'll be performing public via cable TV during Apple Fest, which is in September. It's going to be another septet program with some wonderful repertoire not often heard for the unusual combination of instruments that he's going to put together of violin, viola, cello, bass, clarinet, bassoon, and French horn. So we'll look forward to that during Apple Fest, and hopefully we can also have a live Apple Fest. Okay, next. Okay, we have Dr. Green, Dr. Jesse the Machine Green, and he's going to present to Northborough for the first time Chainsaws Cheeseburger and Roll. What it is, I can just imagine. I'm imagining somebody, throwing up chainsaws while eating a cheeseburger to rock and roll music, which I know is not what it is, but it sounds very, very interesting. So
that sounds cool, though. I
know. You should do that. So
I would like to do in one movement. That's it right there. First of all, thank you so much for supporting this. Friends and supporters of the arts in Northborough. This is so cool. Chainsaws, Cheeseburgers, and Rock and Roll is a live show that I started about 6 years ago as almost an experiment. And what it is it's a multimedia, fast-paced slideshow where I take attendees, which are usually students, through my story, which is a unique story. You never heard a story quite like it, I guarantee it. And in the span of a 40-minute show, and I could show you enough highs and lows and highs to give you a whole new perspective on life and the importance of chasing dreams, especially artistic ones, but not necessarily artistic ones. But as I am in the arts, I'm a chainsaw sculptor, and I've had my hand in a number of other different arts. So it kind of takes you through all those different things, and in the end leaves you just feeling like, well, if this guy can do it with the chainsaws and the cheeseburgers, and I think probably I could come up with my own dream and do that. And it's some solid advice for how to proceed with that, some realistic, the power of visualization and perception, and writing down your goals and following through with things. And it takes you through with humor and pop culture imagery, the kind of thing that you wouldn't see normally in a classroom. So it's such a cool assembly to have for students. And so in this year, I'm still trying to take it in, but Chainsaws, Cheeseburgers, and Rock and Roll has received 103 grants from across Massachusetts, corner to corner. Northborough being one of my favorite ones because I used to live right up around there in Marlborough. The story goes through there. The story goes through that area, and how I used to always be delivering things down Route 20, and to go from there to I'm on television, and I'm doing all this stuff, and anybody that if you're not familiar with me at all, and you're watching this and you're intrigued, if you go to Chainsaws, Cheeseburgers, and rockandroll.com, you can actually watch a great 9-minute sample of this 40-minute show in the form of a commencement speech I gave this past year for Keene State College. So I'm tickled pink to be able to come to Northborough and do this. And I thank you for supporting it. I'm bowled over by the response that it's gotten. It's safe to say it's worked better than I thought it could. And the reviews are never bad. They're always great. So I'm excited to be able to hopefully touch somebody's life in Northborough. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think we look forward to having this type of event, which is new for us, but is also going to be quite engaging for the young students out there, especially if we're trying to encourage them to, follow their dreams. This is the time to give them that kind of message. So
yeah, it's been a long pandemic for everybody. Everybody needs a little bit of hope right now.
Yes.
Everybody needs to know that these are challenges that come up, whether we saw them or we didn't see them. We're gonna best them, and this will help get kids specifically in these target areas of like middle school age to see who have suffered the most under the pandemic. That like, hey, things are going to look up, and you can make it look up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Our next event is from John Forcino, and just look at the title, To Life, Celebrations in Story, Song, and Music. Consists of performances and workshops given by John, the storyteller and musician himself. It involves funny and moving stories, a handful of joy-bringing songs, and fascinating musical instruments from many lands. All to celebrate this one good life we each have been gifted. So I think he kind of follows along right next to you, Jesse, in terms of his focus of how wonderful life is, but to combine that with music and some fun. And then we also have John Root for Attracting Birds, Butterflies, Bees, and Other Beneficials. So that's a program to provide guidance on welcoming birds, butterflies, bees, and other beneficial wildlife to our neighborhoods and communities. Participants will learn how to provide these essential organisms with food, water, shelter, and places to rear their young, with a focus on establishing native, woody, and herbaceous perennials that meet these habitat needs. Okay. Kathy Horlick, who's with us tonight, is going to discuss and represent Northborough Area Community Chorus. Ms. Horlick, would you like to say a few words about your event?
Yes, thanks very much. First of all, I want to thank the council for awarding us again this year a grant to help us present our program. It's been a tough year. The last time we performed live for anybody was at your grant ceremony last year. And that's our pre-COVID performance. Since then, we figured out how to do it virtually. And it's pretty odd when you're used to singing it with a group of people to sing all by yourself in your house and record your part all by yourself in your house. But when it all comes together virtually, it's amazing. So we're going to do that again for this upcoming concert. We're calling it Still Singing Together, because we still are. And we're celebrating 50 years. So it's a huge achievement for the group. We'll be having hopefully three virtual performances by the chorus itself, a couple of duets and solos, and a few retrospectives of the past 50 years of what the group has been through. I've been with the group since 1990, and it's been a joy and a pleasure. So again, thank you so much for the grant. We'll be doing a virtual now. Hopefully Christmas, we can be back on stage and be performing in front of an audience, which we all just miss terribly. But thanks again for the opportunity.
You're welcome, and congratulations on your milestone this year. And next we have Lisa Hayden, who's been a staple at every single one of our culture fests. So Lisa is a wonderful painter, and let's have her just tell us about the By the Ocean paintings and poems. Lisa.
Unmuting.
You're
Hi,
muted.
can I share my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Is it sharing?
It's a little bit.
Being an artist, I don't have a lot of experience with Zoom. So hopefully this is sharing.
It's not sharing yet. You know what?
Make her a host or a co-host to share, I think.
Yeah, got it. All panelists should be able to share. Jim, are you there?
Yes. So yeah, all panelists should have the power to share. You would just click this green screen share and click the correct document that you would like to share.
You want to try that again, Lisa?
Okay, it should. Is it working now?
Not yet.
I know. Hey, Eric. What? Can you give me some tech support quickly? Anyway, thank you, Cultural Council. If I can get my screen to share. This year, can you get my screen to share? I'm combining the paintings that I do of the ocean with the poems that inspire them, because I'm not good with words, but I'm very inspired by poems, and I like to relate those to the art that I do. And I'm trying to show you this. How awkward. I'm an artist, not a Zoom master. It should button down there, right? Yeah, I clicked the share button, and now I can't get back to this.
Lisa, do you have a background picture? I'm wondering if that's interfering somehow. I don't know, but it's just a guess.
No. Now I can't even get back to this.
What about, let me try to just double click on that.
All right, yeah. Okay, share screen.
Yeah.
Oh, did I do it? Did I do it?
Oh, it's coming.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm screen sharing. Okay. All right, sorry, that was so awkward. So let's see. So, okay, I did that. So I've collected about 8 poems that really speak to me and relate to the ocean. And this one, Exiled, is all about being trapped and not just wanting to be back at the ocean, which over the last year I felt so much. And I painted a lot more oceans this year and just dreaming of being there. And I've already talked to the library. It's going to be opening reception September 8th in the big room at the library. And I'll be there September 8th to the 30th in person, which is going to be fabulous because I miss sharing art with people. And I love that the Cultural Council gives chances to bring art to people. And this is new for me we're sharing the poems there too. I'm already finding that very exciting while I'm painting to combine those. So after that awkward share, I think that's it. So thank you.
So you'll have to stop sharing. Perfect. Okay, so Suzanne, you can get the slide back up and I will continue. Okay, so next we have Lynn Protesowicki. She's from the Discovery Museum, and they believe in play as the way that children learn. And the museum's Open Door Connections program will support innovative hands-on learning and meaningful play experiences for everybody. It strives to provide opportunities for those who face a variety of barriers, such as financial, developmental, or cultural, to be able to come and experience the museum. So this includes families with children on the autism spectrum who are deaf, hard of hearing, or blind, have low vision. So it's a very special program to serve a very specific area of the community. Okay, our next program is by Mark Ford for Symphony Pro Musica. And Mark, you are here with us tonight. Would you like to say a few words?
Sure. I'm gonna, hi everyone. I'm gonna start off by apologizing. I'm having a very tough time with my voice. Thanks so much to the Northborough Cultural Council. You've been a steadfast supporter of Symphony Pro Musica. We've been around for 38 years, not as long as the other folks, but a good run. We too had our last performance in February and haven't performed since. We've done some online things and we've done some things in the classroom that have kept folks engaged. Our musicians are chomping at the bit to get back to it, and we're hoping for a full concert schedule starting in November. So we'll do 4 concerts, and gee, we really look forward to getting together, rehearsing, and making some music. Thank you again. That's it.
You're welcome. Thank you. You sounded great. Hope your throat gets better. Okay. Next is Megan Kelleher from St. Bernadette School with a light cross cultural activity. And Ms. Kelleher, are you here? Yes.
I am. Thank you for having me. And thank you very much to the Northborough Cultural Council for this amazing grant that we were able to, as everyone has spoken tonight, or most, that we have felt that a level of darkness, and we thought that the students, we have been blessed to be in person since September. So our amazing art teacher has been able to do a lot with the students. And one of the things that she came to me and we talked about was the importance of light in the darkness and how light is across all cultures. And she is doing a unit and a program on the importance of light in the Indian culture, as well as in the Chinese culture and the American culture. And she is having the students create Chinese lanterns themselves. And we're going to have a ceremony during their lunches where we dim the lights and then we light the lanterns. And it'll just show that the students that there is a bright light in the darkness, and that we are so grateful for the support, especially during these times. So we thank you very much.
That sounds wonderful. I would love to be there in the dimmed lights, looking at all the beautiful creations, right? So I think it's apropos. You can see how many different programs are focusing on the health of our mental health and our children. So this is just great. Thank you. Thank you. Next, we have Michael McGarty from the Massachusetts Educational Theater Guild. They're going to work with the teachers and artists in our schools, especially at Algonquin, to strengthen drama-based activities and improve theatrical production values. So the program partners with Algonquin theater teachers to provide master classes to theater students and teachers covering teacher professional development, student acting, and student theater technology. This is a wonderful addition to our school system because there may be, like, say, a theater club, but nothing that helps the student engage more, in that area of the industry if they wanted to, let's say, become a professional actor or actress. So this gives them their foot in the water, I guess, in the ocean, to test out what that industry is all about. So this is their second year with us. Next, we have Rhonda Drafts, who's going to present hip hop dance chair exercises for seniors. And she's not here today. So it's a complete chair dance warm up and hip hop class. The class travels through time on the Soul Train, and then the chair dance to clean cut hip hop and R&B songs. It uses creative props such as smiley faces, drums, African maracas to help make our Soul Train journey come to life. So this will be done at the senior, not at the senior center, but the, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it, across from the post office. Okay, next slide. Okay, we have Ruth Harkovitz from the New England Conservatory. She's a graduate of the conservatory, and along with her pianist, they're going to present a program called Happy Holidays to the Northborough Senior Center. The program's going to comprise of the seniors' favorite popular and religious songs and Christmas carol sing-alongs. So something to look forward to around the Christmas time. And finally, we've got Tom Spataro from Assabet Valley Master Singers. Tom, you're here with us tonight. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you. You know, it's tough to go last and not say the same exact thing that everybody else has said, but I do want to make sure that everybody understands that we're very grateful for the support of the Northborough Cultural Council. You know, we don't have a physical premises, but if we did, Northborough would be our physical home. That's where our post office box is. That's where we rehearse at Church of the Nativity. So we are really, really appreciative of your support for our concert season. And one thing I did want to point out, as one of the few large ensembles that are privileged to be recipients of these grants, we have to remember that our artists, our performers, are also our constituents. And through the direction of our artistic director, Dr. Robert Eaton, we are still, even though we don't have audiences right now, we are still positively interacting and affecting the lives of, you know, we have between 30 and 50 people attending weekly Zoom rehearsals. So with the support of the Cultural Council and the Massachusetts Cultural Council, we've been able to kind of sustain our operations and not just press pause. And like I said, have weekly rehearsals and plan a concert season for whenever we are able to return to normalcy. And we also have a live streaming solution that we can that we debuted this past December that we'll be able to debut again this coming December for Messiah Sing if all else fails and we can't gather people to hear us in person. So thank you again. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I think we've all become masters of live streaming. So, and thank you. We really enjoy listening to your master singers and appreciate your organization's consistent drive forward to share your core music with our community. And this concludes our list of grantee recipients. It's not easy for artists and performers to make their way through these extraordinary times. So our council is more than happy to do whatever we can to support the wonderful talents. We hope to see you all back for the 2022 grant cycle. I turn it back to you, Terry.
Thank you so much, Vic. That was fantastic. And I know I'm saying thank you so much tonight that it's overused tonight, but it's sincere. So again, art connects us. It gives us joy. It gives us a way to express ourselves when we're struggling with COVID, or I don't even want to say the P word, but all of the politics and things that are happening in the world. But it gives the support that we receive from the state and from the community and from all of the members that are with us. It's really a wonderful thing, and we are fortunate to live where we are, where we have so much support and people who understand that this helps us all. We grow. It connects us. And so before I say goodbye, Suzanne, if you could put everybody back up on the screen, I would like to give one final thank you so everybody can see. Thank you so much, Senator Eldridge. Thank you so much, Representative Kilcoyne. Thank you so much, Representative Gregoire. I'm losing the faces, but and thank you so much, Board of Selectmen Julianne Hirsch. your support is invaluable. And I hope that all of the recipients here understand that we are all excited to support you however we can. And we're excited to see what happens and what comes out, what you create. So we're here for you, like Vic said. And I wish you all a good night and a good year, and we will all be watching for you. Thank you, Craig Cox, our treasurer. Please feel free to reach out to any of our members. Vic Wynn, if you wouldn't mind waving. We have Lori Pandit and Suzanne Cox and Sylvia Iola. And we have Leslie Shore. And did I miss anybody? I got little squares here to work with. Okay, and I'm Terry Underwood. Please reach out, join us, volunteer. It's fun. We're a good group of people. You don't have to be an artist. We need people to help us with accounting skills or anything. Just join us. It's fun because the arts brought us all together. Thank you so much. And I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the weather and enjoy the arts. Thank you.
Thank you again.